would like to continue by introducing our next panelist, José Antonio Echeverría, a Mexican born in Mérida. At present, he lives in Thailand, and he began his company. He's a co-founder of a platform called Novica in 1995. And if you recollect, this was the beginning of the dot-com industries. And of 1,000, well, there was one that survived. Well, he was one of those ones that survived. Novica started to market crafts and arts, but in a different way. He started betting on e-commerce when at the time nobody believed in it, precisely because of what I just mentioned. And so he partnered with someone, and then Nat Geo looked for him because of his impactful mission that he has of supporting the craftsmen. Through the platform, they call them artists. They reach more than 100 countries, and this is amazing what they're doing. A couple of months ago, we had a very impressive photo shooting together with the Ministry of Trade in the best landscapes of San Miguel de Allende, and we have many craftsmen of the state of Guanajuato selling the products in multiple countries. So in just a couple of months, we have managed for these products to reach the international marketplace through Movica. Who better to tell us the story of Movica than José Antonio? But please, let's first present his video clip.
Empresario de corazón, amando siempre lo que hace. José Antonio Echeverría ha vivido emprendiendo en negocios exitosos en los 5 continentes. Suma 75 países recorridos en su vida y domina 75 idiomas. Luego de enfrentar el
where multiple languages are spoken, developing both his personal and spiritual growth.
En el año 2000, se integra al equipo de Novica, empresa que
Novica is an opportunity that gave him the chance to go
y crecer a su forma y acelerado ritmo,
by developing his talent
y devolviendo de alguna manera
and providing support to craftsmen.
Es director en 7 países.
He is the CEO
José Antonio Echeverría.
of Novica. So let's please put our hands together for José Antonio Echeverría, the CEO of Novica. Welcome, José Antonio, and I know that you have a lot to tell us, but I will sit down and I will leave you the stage for you to take advantage of the next 10 minutes and tell us what Novica is doing, how is it helping companies in a social manner to progress. Thank you very much.
Todo es perfecto.
Everything is
Cuando aceptas
perfect.
lo imperfecto, todo se vuelve perfecto.
All that we
Todo lo que
learn in our
aprendemos en
life
nuestra vida nos lleva al camino adecuado. Es el compartirles mi experiencia lo más claro posible y bajo
leads us
mi
to the proper
perspectiva
path.
es mi regalo de cumpleaños. Y me gusta leer esto
I
porque
would
hace
like
3
to share
semanas
with you my
festejé mis 50 años.
experience,
Y me
and my
encanta
outlook
porque
was my
tuve un
birthday
chance
present.
de
And this is
ver
because
todo lo
I
que había
recently
pasado
turned
durante la
50,
vida
and I wanted
y
to
cómo llegué
examine
a
my life and to
He tenido varios
find
eventos disruptivos a mi vida.
how I
Y el
got
aprender
where
de
I am.
ellos ha
I
hecho
have
la
experienced
diferencia.
multiple
Pero
disruptive
uno,
events in my
en lo
life,
particular,
but there was
inició todo.
one in particular
Este me
that helped
ayudó
me
a replantar todo mi sistema de
revisit
creencias.
all of my
Me enseñó
belief
a
system
vivir el
and
amor
helping me to
incondicional
live
que va más
unconditional
allá
love
del
that
ego,
exceeds ego,
la presencia, el
presence,
tiempo
time,
y
and
la
distance.
Y lo escribí porque para mí no quería brincar
And
de
I
nada
wrote
de
it
esto,
down
¿no?
because
Es la
I
primera
didn't
vez que
want
hablo de esto
to
en 25 años y es
skip anything.
muy emotivo. Ese
Well,
evento fue el secuestro
the
de mi
first
hija.
event was my daughter
Tenía yo
was
20
kidnapped.
años,
I was
había
20
yo
at the time. I had
estudiado
studied
en
in Australia.
Australia, visitado
I had
Australasia, Melanesia,
visited
y llegó a
Australasia
Mérida,
and
de donde soy,
Melanesia, and
y en ese
I got
tiempo
to Mérida,
yo
where I
hacía
am
todo
a
lo que se
native
supone
of,
que debería hacer, ¿no?
and
Todo lo
I
que había yo
did
aprendido a hacer.
all that I had learned
Ya
to do.
tenía yo,
I
tenía 20
had
años, ya tenía yo
20
empresa,
years,
ya
I was
tenía yo
20 years
casa,
old at the time. I
coche,
already
chofer,
had a
absolutamente
house,
todo lo que un chico
a
de esa edad
driver, a car,
quería tener o soñaba tener.
everything that a young man
Y
that
bajo mi
age
sistema de
wanted to
creencias,
own.
seguía el
And
tener una familia y
what
tener un
came
hijo.
next was raising a family and have a child, have a
Y así
kid.
fue. Años después
So I
hago
did
esto y
that, and
trabajaba
later
yo
on I was
20
working
horas al
20
día,
hours a day, trying
tratando
to
de
make
hacer
money,
dinero y porque
because
esta es la
that's what
sociedad, eso es lo
society
que tienes que
teaches you.
hacer,
This
eso es
is
lo que
what you
manda,
have
esto
to
es lo que
do,
se
and this is
rige,
a
esa es la
belief.
creencia y ¡pum!
And boom, one day
Un día llego a la
I
casa
got home and there was
y no había nada.
nothing there. This
Un
was a
momento
moment
donde
when
te
I
quieres morir
really
y no
wanted to
te
die,
mueres.
but I wouldn't die.
Un momento
A
donde
minute,
dices,
a
¿qué
moment
pasa?
when
¿Qué
you
hice
wonder,
mal?
what did I do wrong?
Y
And you
empiezas a
start
buscar
looking
y dónde,
and probing where.
y me empiezo
And I
yo
started to
a
reconstruct
reconstruir
myself little
poco
by
a
little
poco
where,
mientras
while
buscaba
I
a mi
looked
hija
for my daughter
incansablemente por casi 2 años.
tirelessly for
Después
almost
de
2
esto,
years. After this, a time
llegó un
came when
momento
I
que dije,
said
ok,
to myself, okay,
es
it's
tiempo,
already time,
me tengo que
I
desintegrar,
have to
me
give
tengo que
up,
rendir y
and I
tengo que
have
hacer
to
frente al fracaso.
come to grips with failure. So when I
Cuando entendí
understood
esto,
this, then,
entonces como el
like
ave
the
fénix,
phoenix bird, I
pude
was
empezar a
able to
resurgir.
re-emerge. So I
Hablé
talked to
con
God,
Dios, me reconstruí la
I
divinidad, porque así
reconstructed
como me
myself,
reconstruyo yo, reconstruyo mi divinidad. Le digo, Dios,
rebuilt my deity, and I told
te
God,
entrego a mi hija
will I
y voy
surrender my
a
daughter,
aprender a
and I
amarla
will
así como yo te
learn
amo,
to love her
así con
just
ese
like I
pudor,
love
con
you,
esa vehemencia, y la voy a integrar a mi vida de la
deeply,
misma forma que te integro, porque
and
si
I
lo hago
will
contigo, lo puedo hacer con ella.
incorporate you to my
Y
life
empiezo
the
a
way
reformar. Es un evento
I have done
disruptivo,
it before. So
sociedad
this
dice
was
una
a
cosa,
disruptive
uno dice otra
movement.
cosa y dice, vamos.
So then
Me
I
fui a
went to
Sudamérica,
South
abrí empresas
America,
en
to
Sudamérica, me
Paris,
fui a París, allá a París,
and
abrí empresas en París y en ese tiempo me reventé en
and
el
in the year
2000 en la
2000,
fiesta en la Torre Eiffel,
um,
fantásticamente.
well, I started
Pero
having
estando allá
a
dije,
party,
jamás,
but while I
jamás
was there,
vuelvo a trabajar.
I said to myself, I will never,
Para mí el
ever
dinero es
again
un
work for
propósito
money.
infinito.
For me, money is
Voy a
really
hacer
fortuitous.
exactamente lo que
I
amo
will do exactly what
y
I
lo voy a
love,
hacer bien.
and I will do it right.
Me
I
voy a
will
capacitar
train myself,
y voy a hacer
and I will
y
succeed in
triunfar en
whatever
lo
I
que
do.
amo. Y bueno,
Well, anyway,
ya lo retrocedí y lo vuelvo a poner aquí.
I
Fluye
wrote
y
it
deja
already,
que
but
el
I'll
éxito te alcance.
rewrite it again. So flow and let success
Esta
reach you.
oración, este
This is
pensamiento lo bajé de
a thought
Enrique
from
Corbera, que me
Hervé
encanta,
Corbera, whom
que
I like.
describe el éxito de
He
una
writes
forma que
about success in a great
muy buena
manner.
para mí. El
Success is
éxito es
knowing
saber
that
que
we all
todos
have a
tenemos una
function
función
and a
en esta vida
purpose
y
in
no
this
tenemos
life,
que
and we don't need
preocuparnos de
to concern
buscarla
ourselves for
nunca.
seeking
Y la fórmula es
it.
sencilla.
The formula is simple. Love
Ama
what
lo
you
que
do,
haces, ponle acción, porque
imprint
amor,
an
acción
action to it,
es igual a
because
pasión.
action
No
plus
te
love equals
preocupes por el
passion.
resultado.
Do not concern
Preocuparse no
yourself
ayuda.
for results, because
Preocuparse
being
es
concerned does not help. Being
la
concerned is the
frecuencia
lowest
más baja
frequency
después del
after
odio.
hatred. And
Y eso
this
te
will
genera
make
éxito.
you successful.
Siente
Feel
positivo, vive
positive,
positivo
live
y lo que ha
positive,
de
and
venir
whatever
vendrá.
will be, will be. A lot of people says, no, I'm really positive, look, everything's positive, everything's perfect, everything's beautiful. That's not exactly true. The universe listens to what you feel,
Lo que sientes,
not what you say.
no lo que dices.
So if you feel positive and you live positive, and whatever will come, will come.
Y para
So
mí
for me,
entonces
then
sucedió.
I'm very excited when I see that.
Novica tocó a mi puerta. Como muchos eventos disruptivos en mi vida, cuando fluyes,
we build.
Tienes que ir a buscar. Si estás en la frecuencia exacta, las cosas se dan.
And this is the accent that I have from Yucatan. I enjoy
Lo
it.
disfruto.
They knock on my
Tocan
door,
mi
and it was an
puerta y era un
uncle
tío
that I
que hacía
hadn't
muchos
seen in
años
a
que no
long
venía,
time.
que no veía yo.
And
Y
I
le
told
digo,
him, hey,
"Oye,
uncle, how did
tío
you know I
José,
was
¿estás
here? He
acá?"
said, no, well,
No,
I
pues
came
te
to
vine a
visit you.
visitar,
Your
tu mamá
mom
me
told me
dijo
that you
que
live here, and I
vivías
live
acá y
close,
llegué
so
cerca y
so perfect. I
fantástico.
haven't
Hace
seen
12
you in
años
12
no te
years,
veo.
so how's my
Cuéntame, ¿cómo
cousin
está mi
Joe?
primo Joe?
Is he still working at
¿Sigue trabajando en la
NASA or what?
NASA? O, no, no,
He
no,
said,
no.
no, he's
Ya
not
no
there
está ahí.
anymore. He
Se
got
juntó
together
con
with
unos
some
amigos de
friends from Stanford, and he opened
para
a
abrir una
company
empresa
online
en línea
that's called
que se
Novica.
llama Novica.
And this
Y
company
esta empresa
is about
trata
supporting the
apoyar a la
craftsmanship and the
artesanía y a los
local work.
artesanos. Y
And it
sirve
has
como una
a
plataforma
platform
para
also to move
moverla al mundo. Decía,
product.
wow.
And we said,
En ese
wow.
tiempo era
It was like
súper
super cool to have
tener
internet back then
en
in your
casa.
house. So you'd
bueno,
start and
agarrabas
you'd
y
disconnect your phone,
conectabas
you'd
tu
connect your
teléfono porque
modem,
se
and then you
tuvo
had to
conectar
connect
por
like beep, beep, beep.
Bom, bom, bom.
And then after
Y
maybe
después de unos
14
14
tries
intentos y
and
25
25 minutes,
minutos,
then okay,
wow,
we had Novica.
Novica.
A blue
Un
website,
website azul,
a
un
map
mapamundi
with some
con algunas
flags,
mapas
and it was
veía
really
muy
pretty,
bonitas,
and you
apretabas la
click
banderita y
click on the flag, and then you'd see
aparecía
like
como
magic,
arte y
or
magia,
see
un
a
artesano
craftsman
contando su historia
telling his story and
y
showing his
mostrando su producto.
the
Un
product
producto
that
que
had
tenía
heart.
corazón. Para
For
mí
me,
eso fue
that was
fantástico. Y dije,
fantastic.
oye,
I said,
perfecto. Y le digo,
Jeanette,
¿sabes
I
qué?
love it. I'm
Me
going to
encanta.
call
Voy
my
a hablarle a mi
cousin,
primo para felicitarlo. Y
congratulate
le
him. So
agarré, le
I
hablé.
called him and I said, hey,
Dice,
Joe,
oye,
how
Joe,
are
¿cómo
you?
estás? Y me dice
He
él,
tells me, oh,
oye,
good, I'm glad you
qué bueno que
called.
me hablaste.
I need
Fíjate
help
que necesito ayuda
because I'd like
porque
to
quiero
see
saber
where's
dónde va a
Novica
estar
going to be in
Novica.
Mexico. I
Le
said,
digo,
oh,
ok,
okay,
perfecto,
great.
nos vemos
I'll see you
mañana. El día
tomorrow.
siguiente fui,
I see him
llego,
the
me lo
next day.
encuentro.
And I said,
Yo
oh,
dije,
wow,
bueno,
Novica,
una
it's going to be a
empresa
cool
chida,
company.
¿no?
Let's put it
Vamos a
here.
ponerla acá.
And all
Y
I
veo,
see is
y está
literally, he's in the
literalmente en el
garage of my
garage de
grandma's
la abuela.
house. The
La
grandmother
abuela metía,
would take out her car in the
sacamos su coche
morning,
en la mañana,
we put in the
poníamos
desks,
escritorios, poníamos computadores y todo,
computers,
y a las
and then
5
at
de la
5
tarde
o'clock we
quitábamos
would take
todo esto
everything,
porque
move
tenía que
everything out because
meter
she had to
sus
put her
cosas.
car back in the garage.
Y decías, wow. Ok. Y bueno,
So you
¿cuáles
say,
son
okay, well,
las
what are the
opciones? Y me
options?
dice,
He says,
bueno,
well,
fíjate que
we want to have
tenemos
a lot
muchos
of
artesanos y todo. El
artists,
mejor lugar donde
craftsmen.
puedes estar
The best place you can be
es
is in
en
Guadalajara.
Guadalajara.
Well, I had
No tenía yo
Cofose, I
José, no
didn't know
conocía a
Luis,
Luisito y toda
but
la cosa, pero bueno,
so
en
back
ese
then,
tiempo era lo que
that's
estaba
what was in front of me.
enfrente, ¿no?
And when we
Y
got
llegamos allá,
there,
le digo, tengo una
I
semana
was
antes de
there,
volver a
I
París,
have a week before I have to
empezamos
go
a
back to
trabajar.
Paris, so we started
Y me
working.
dice,
He said,
espérate,
wait,
no, es que ahorita no
we don't have
tenemos el
money yet,
dinero,
I
tengo
still
que
have to make
hablar y
some
todo. Le
phone
digo, bueno, ¿quién te
calls.
ha dicho que necesitas dinero?
I said,
Es
okay,
otra
well, you
creencia
need money,
limitante.
that's a limitation, you need
Necesitas
creativity,
creatividad.
not really money, you need creativity.
Y
So
empezamos
5
así,
days, he
5
calls
días, y
Rob,
le
our
habla a Rob,
CEO,
nuestro
and he
CEO,
says, hey,
y
Rob,
le dice, hey Rob,
um,
fíjate que creo que el
I
lugar
think the
donde
place where
debemos
we should
estar
be
es
is
Guadalajara.
Guadalajara. And he
Él
says,
dice,
okay.
ok. Eh,
Okay, and
Ok, ¿y
when are
cuándo
you
abres
opening
la
the
oficina?
office?
Dice,
Oh,
no,
well,
ya la
the
abrimos.
office is open.
Ah,
Okay,
ok.
well,
¿Y
when are you
cuándo
hiring the
contratamos? Ya
people? No, we have the people, and the
Y
computers,
las
no, we have
computadoras
the
ya las
computers.
tenemos.
Electricity,
Electricidad,
internet,
teléfono,
everything,
internet,
we
ya lo
have it all.
tenemos. Ok, oye,
So he says,
y
okay, well,
bueno, es
I
que le dije
told
a mi
my
primo
cousin, I
que
asked my
viniera a
cousin to
ayudar
come.
y él me
I will
dice,
tell
dile a
your
tu primo
cousin
que
to
vuele a
fly
Los
to LA
Ángeles y
and we
vamos a
can talk.
platicar.
So I fly to
Vuelo a
LA,
Los Ángeles,
meet up
llego
with
con él
him,
y me
and I see
encuentro
a
con
Novica that
que
was like
tenía
2
2
by
por 2 y
2,
2 por 2 y
and
era
that
el
was the heart
corazón.
of Novica. We went down
Bajamos
into the
al
basement,
sótano
and we were
y
like
estábamos
super
así
tight in the meeting.
en la junta. Decías, wow.
And basically,
Y me
they
platican
tell
el
me about the
proyecto.
project. It was basically mind-blowing.
Mind-blowing.
My head was
Mi
exploding.
cabeza reventada.
The
El
heart
alma
of
de
the
la
company,
empresa que estaba allá, la
the
señora
lady that was over there,
Menestan,
Mana Menestan. First, she
primer
was in the
oficial en las
United
Naciones
Nations
Unidas
and
en el
Coffee
equipo de
Man
Coffee
team.
Man,
I mean,
ganadores del
Nobel
Premio Nobel de
winner,
la Paz,
prize winner.
baja
She comes down and she
y deja
leaves
todo para
everything,
formar
just drops
Novica.
everything
Las
to
empresas son
conform or to make Novica. You
Tú
can
puedes
have
tener el
the
mejor
best
producto,
product,
pero
but
si
you
no
don't
tienes la
have the
gente
right
adecuada,
people, if you don't have
no
the
tienes la
correct
coherencia adecuada,
coherence, then it's trouble.
y entonces
So
sucedió.
the next
El
day,
día
I was
siguiente
in
yo
Bali.
estaba en Bali. Tenemos
We've been
20
doing this
años
for
de
20
esto
20 years,
bueno, yo
19,
19,
almost
voy para
20,
mis 20,
of
de difundir felicidad.
giving joy.
Eso
That's
es,
what we
ahorita
do.
conectamos,
We
apoderamos,
try to
preservamos
preserve
y
and connect, and we make people
difundimos
happy.
felicidad. La felicidad es
That
lo de
is
ahora.
what's important now.
toda la
Because
gente quiere
everybody
estar
wants
feliz,
to
toda
be
la gente,
happy.
digo, la felicidad es como la
It's
cola
like
del
the
gato,
cat's
no todos
tail.
la tenemos, pero ahí estamos buscándola, dando vueltas.
Today
Hoy
we
por hoy
have
tenemos
11
11 oficinas en el
companies,
mundo, en 25
28
países, 28
companies,
oficinas
30
satélites,
people of
30 agentes de
sourcing,
sourcing,
3,000
3,000
artists,
artistas,
designers, and
diseñadores y
craftsmen,
artesanos,
more than
tenemos más de
15,000
15,000
direct
beneficiados
people
directamente, más
benefited,
de
more than
70,000
60,000
productos en
products
línea
online,
y con
and
casi
almost $100
100
million
millones de
that
dólares que
we've
hemos
given
dado a la
to
artesanía
artmanship
a nivel mundial.
worldwide. 3 years
3
later,
años después de crear la empresa, se
National
acerca
Geographic
National
comes and says,
Geographic
we
y
want to
dice,
buy
los
you.
queremos comprar.
And we tell them, no,
Decimos no.
no, because dreams, you
sueños no
can't
se
sell
venden.
dreams. Okay, well, we
Bueno,
want to be
queremos ser
part of
parte
your
del sueño.
dream. Okay,
Eso
very
sí.
well. So,
Y se entra ellos,
So,
entra
a
el
bank
Banco
comes
Mundial,
in and we
empezamos
start
a crecer,
growing.
ven aquí va, grassroots y todo,
we start
empezamos
giving
a dar
microcredits,
microcréditos
to
a
0%
0%
interest
interés
for the
para los
artisans, for the
artesanos,
craftsmen, without
sin
asking for
pedirles sus
their
coches, sus casas,
anything
sus
in
cosas,
exchange.
digo,
No
nada.
house, not their car, nothing. Just we trust it,
Simplemente confiamos,
and we're being
somos
coherent with what
coherentes
we're
con lo que
searching for.
buscamos. Nos
There's-
basamos en amor. Hay dos formas de pasarse, en
There's two
amor o en
ways.
miedo.
You can
¿Qué
either
estás?
love it or hate it.
Si estás con el que, uy,
If you're
estás con que hay que prever
not,
y controlar todo,
if you're
estás en
scared,
el
then
miedo.
it's not worth
Si
it. But if you're
fluyes,
flowing,
estás en
then
el amor.
it'll work.
Hace poco pues, tenemos la primicia
We
acá,
also had Cofose this
Cofose
year
este año nos
gave us
brinda
the
la
opportunity
oportunidad
to do a photo
de hacer
shoot
un
in
photoshoot en
San
San
Miguel
Miguel de
de Allende.
Allende. Esta es la primicia del
The
catálogo que
pictures of the
sale
catalog
este
that'll be
otoño
coming out in
y también
fall,
para
also for
holidays,
holidays.
5
It's
millones de
5 million examples that we're going to be
ejemplares que vamos a
distributing.
distribuir. Y bueno,
And I mean,
la verdad
thank
que
you very
muchas gracias
much
una vez
once again.
más.
But Novica
Novica
and
y su
the
éxito
success
se
is based
basa
on
en propósitos
infinite
infinitos.
proposals.
Un
An
propósito
infinite proposal for
infinito
me
podría
could be
ser,
something like
ok,
maybe
voy a tener,
I'm going to
voy a
increase my
incrementar mis
sales by
ventas un
15% this year.
15% este año.
An infinite
propósito proposal
infinito would
dice,
also say, I'm going to
voy a
support
apoyar artesanos
craftsmen
y
and I'm going to
fomentar la
foment the
artesanía para
craftsmanship with
generaciones de
generations to come.
artesanos.
When you do
Cuando haces
this,
esto,
this
en
instead
lugar
of
de
a
un 15 se
15,
vende
you
un
will sell
25, 30, 40, 50, se
20,
duplica.
30, 40. It duplicates. Your sales duplicate. So
Entonces,
basically, that's when
básicamente es cuando
we
nosotros
support
apoyamos
the
a
culture.
que
We
la
support
cultura,
women.
las mujeres, digo,
I mean, we support
a
so
tantas
many
cosas,
things, the
cáncer,
cancer, research,
gente
people
que
that come out
sale
of
de
difficult
situaciones
situations,
complejas,
we're always there.
siempre estamos allá.
Novica has
Novica tiene
a
una conciencia
business
empresarial
consciousness, very
muy,
good.
muy
And
buena.
this,
Y
I read
esto
this
lo leí hace poco de
like from Pedro
Pedro
Gallego,
y me
and I
encantó
like it
porque
very well
describe
because he
muy bien a la
describes the
empresa.
company. He says
Pensar,
thinking,
sentir,
feeling plus doing
más
is
hacer
equaling
igual a
coherence. So when you think
Cuando
and you feel
piensas,
and you
sientes
do,
y haces,
then you're
estás
coherent
en
and the
coherencia y
people
la gente
know
lo
it, and
siente,
the
la
people,
gente lo sabe,
the clients
los
know it.
clientes lo saben.
Coherence plus
Coherencia,
doing
más
it
hacerlo
without
sin disfraz,
a
esto es lo que
costume,
soy, es
this
lo
is
que
what I
hay,
am,
esa
transparency. So
transparencia
that,
más lealtad
plus
a
being
uno mismo,
yourself, then that gives us
nos da
authenticity.
autenticidad, más respeto a
Authenticity
todos los
plus
demás,
respect
a
for
todas
all
las
cultures,
culturas,
and that gives
nos
us
da
impeccability.
impecabilidad.
Also, we have
Y
fun.
aparte nos divertimos,
We
nos
love
encanta,
doing what we do.
amamos lo que hacemos. En el siglo
In
pasado se
past
hablaba de
centuries, we talk about
competencia,
being
separatividad,
separative,
egocentrismo y todo. Y ahora,
competence,
las
but now the
tendencias de la
tendencies
nueva
of the
era
new era is
son
coherence,
coherencia,
complementing each other,
complementariedad,
honesty,
honestidad e
integrity.
integridad. La gente
People
sabe
know
qué
what
vendes,
you
cómo lo
sell
vendes, si
and
no
why
lo
you sell
googlea
it
y
and where you
rapidito
sell
vas
it.
a ver.
You're not
Si le
lying,
mientes,
and
si le haces,
if you
ellos van
lie
a
to them,
saber.
they will know. You have to be
Tienes que estar
coherent.
coherente,
You have to
tienes
be
que ser
honest.
honesto,
You have to
tienes
be
que ser
integral
íntegro
and
y complementario.
complete.
La
People
gente me
ask us,
pregunta,
does
oye,
Novica
¿Novica tiene
have
competencia?
competition?
Digo, no tiene.
No, no, we don't
No
have
tenemos
competition.
competencia.
We
Nos
complement
complementamos con
ourselves with
nuestras
other
empresas. Y qué bueno
companies,
que todos
and
quieran
everybody
ayudar a la
wants to
artesanía
help
de México, de todo el mundo y que
the
genere.
craftsmanship in
Eso
Mexico.
es fantástico,
And that's
¿no?
great. Because
Juntos
together
realizamos sueños,
we can follow
realizamos
dreams,
nuestros sueños,
and our dreams
nuestros sueños se ven
are
realizados
made true, and everything
y todo fluye.
flows.
Algunas fórmulas
Some
de
of the
vida que me
life
gustaría
formulas that
compartir
I would like to
rápidamente
quickly
son
mention is a
mucho
lot of
esfuerzo,
effort,
más
time plus
tiempo, más
control,
control
plus
por
money
dinero
equals
es igual a trabajo.
work, sorry.
Cuando tú,
So
"Oye,
yes,
me tengo
I
que
have
esforzar
to
mucho
a
porque
big
esto, que lo otro",
effort
y el día-
and a lot of time.
estás en
But
la sintonía del trabajo.
You're in your
¿no?
work.
Es
It's
como
like
si
if
le
you're
mueves a tu
moving your radio and
radio,
looking for a station or your Spotify,
Spotify,
and you find, okay,
y
I'm
dices,
only
"Ok,
going to
voy a
listen
ver
to
solo banda",
banda music. Well, then
jamás
you'll
vas a escuchar
never
música
listen to
instrumental.
instrumental music. So
Sacrificio sacrificio,
sacrifice, must
más deber, más
something
tener,
you have to do,
igual a resentimiento.
then you
El
will
sacrificio
resent
de hoy
that
es el
forever
resentimiento
because you're
mañana.
going to say, I sacrificed everything for you. And I
Debo
have to
esto,
have this,
tengo que
I
hacer
have
esto,
to do
debo
that.
hacer eso,
Then
pum.
you have resentment towards people or
Y
towards
abajo, más
So also,
resentimiento,
if you
igual
have
síndrome del
work
lunes. La
plus
gente dice, yo
resentment,
amo mi trabajo y
oh,
todo.
then you hate
Hoy es
Mondays
lunes,
because
me
you
tengo
have to
que
get up.
levantar.
So no
Cero
coherence.
coherencia.
Same with
Mismo con
vacation.
vacaciones.
Analysis
Análisis,
plus
más
more
análisis,
analysis,
más
and more
análisis
analysis
igual
equals
parálisis.
paralysis.
Cuando prácticamente
Basically, we train our
entrenamos a nuestra
people.
gente, le decimos,
We tell them,
no
don't think that
pienses
much,
tanto,
feel.
siente.
You should feel.
Siente, tú
When you
sabes,
do
cuando tú
something
haces algo que
that's
no está
not
bien,
good,
¡pum!,
you know
te
it,
jalas
you
y lo
feel it.
sientes. Si lo sientes acá,
Feel
lo
it
sientes
in
en el
your
estómago.
stomach, you feel it. Monday
Síndrome
syndrome,
del lunes.
plus
Más
worries, which we've
preocupación,
already
que ya
talked,
hablamos,
plus
más
paralysis
parálisis igual a
equals
depresión.
depression.
Mucha gente que está
There's a
deprimida.
lot of people that are depressed.
Mucha gente.
Mission
Misión,
plus vocation
más
plus
vocación,
passion
más pasión,
vocation
igual a vocación.
equals vacation.
Tú tienes
When
una
you have a
misión.
mission,
Cuando
when
tú le
you have
pones
action
acción al
to your
amor, se
love,
vuelve
it becomes
pasión.
passion.
Misión,
So
vocación,
now, when
pasión,
you have action, vocation,
vacación.
and passion, that's like
Y
a
ahorita puedo
vacation.
trabajar
I
3
can work
días
3
seguidos
days
sin
in a
parar,
row,
y
and
no
I
lo
don't
siento.
even feel like it because I
Porque
love
no me
what
lo
I'm
hago.
doing. Nobody has to tell
Nadie
me
me tiene que decir,
anything.
no te
I don't
preocupes,
have to
checamos tarjeta y mucho
check
menos.
clock or check
Ya
times
mi
or
mente
anything. My people are
estaba soñando
obsolete.
para eso.
So vacation
Vacación,
plus
más pagos,
payment,
encima
then
te
it's
pagan
a
una
blessing.
bendición. ¿no?
So that's
Y esto pues es
great.
fantástico.
So learn
Aprende a
how to think
pensar
what
lo
you're
que
thinking
piensas.
about. Conserve your
Conserva tu
energy.
energía.
All the
Todos los
businessmen,
empresarios,
all the
todos los
entrepreneurs,
emprendedores,
everybody
todos
has to
tienen que
conserve their
conservar esa
energy.
energía.
Be
Ten
careful of
cuidado
what
lo
you
que metes a
put
tu
into your
mente,
head because
porque
then you're
luego
going to
lo vas
have
a
to
tener
take
que
it out
sacar.
or get it out. So be careful what
Cuidado
you
lo que
see and what
ves,
you
lo que
listen to.
escuchas.
Be very, very careful.
Mucho cuidado.
You have to learn
Aprende
how
a
to think
pensar lo
what
que
you're thinking
piensas.
about. And also
Y
live,
vive en la
live the
abundancia.
moment.
Viaja,
Take trips,
conoce,
learn,
todo. Y más
and
que nada,
integrate yourself and
intégrate a
be
tu
with your
familia,
family. Live,
vive en el amor,
love.
vive en la fuerza.
Do
Haz
of your,
de
make your
tu mundo
world
algo
something
fantástico.
fantastic.
Complementa, la
Complement
empresa se
everything.
complementa,
I
muestra. Yo
take a
viajo, llevo a
trip,
toda
I'm
mi
with my whole
familia, somos
family, and we're
parte
part of
de
different
culturas
cultures,
diferentes
and
y
we
todos
all
nos
complement each
complementamos.
other. That's the
Esa es
abundancy.
la abundancia.
A
Mucha
lot of
gente
people
confunde
confuse
el éxito
success with money
con el dinero
or with
y
fame
con la fama y
or
la
the
abundancia con el
abundancy with
dinero.
money. And they're two
Son cosas,
concepts
conceptos
very
muy
different.
diferentes.
The
Y la
abundancy is
abundancia
having what you want
tener
in the
lo que
moment
quieres
that you
en el
want it.
momento que lo quieres.
Easy as
Así de
that.
fácil.
To
Para
finish up, I will
finalizar,
leave you with
los
this
dejo con esta
reflection.
reflexión.
So if
Si a
starting
partir de
now
ahora
you want to have
quieres
more
tener
knowledge,
más
then
conocimiento,
learn something new
aprende algo
every day.
nuevo cada día.
If you want to
Si
be
quieres ser
more
más
free
libre,
or
abundante,
abundant, then
fluye.
be
Bendice,
thankful
agradece,
and
ama
love
lo
what you
que
have
tienes
every
cada
single
día.
day. Live
Vive
at
en
peace.
paz. Y
And if
si
you want to
quieres
have
tener
more
más
knowledge,
sabiduría, entonces libérate
free
de
yourself
alguna creencia limitante
every day
cada día.
from a limiting belief.
Que la
May
paz
peace be
esté
with you. Thank you.
Gracias.
Excelente, muchísimas gracias.
Excellent. If you'd like to
Gustas, por
take a
favor,
seat.
tomar asiento. Y bueno, pues muy,
Very interesting.
muy interesante, muy sabia tu presentación. Muchas gracias, José Antonio. Vamos a continuar con el panel. Y
And
antes de
before
eso,
that,
pues me
I would also
gustaría,
like to make a comment just to
comentarles,
close
digo,
this
para cerrar
this
este tema de
closure of
entrar a las
Novica and go into
preguntas
the
para todo el panel.
questions for the
¿Qué hay
panel. What's
detrás,
behind
del
the impact?
el
What is
impacto que se
behind the
está
impact
haciendo
that we're having with Novica
con
through
Novica a través
life,
de la vida de
through a lot of
muchos
different
artesanos? Y si le
craftsmanships?
pudiéramos dar
And if we
clic,
could just give it one more
más
click to
a
the
la
presentation,
presentación,
please.
de favor.
That way, if
Si me
production could
ayudan ya,
help me just one
producción,
more click on the.
en la parte
I
de
would like
atrás.
to show
Me
you
gustaría
this.
mostrarles esto, que bueno, ya se la
I
llevaron,
think maybe
¿verdad?
they
Pero
took it. I
ahorita
would just like to
regresa.
show you.
Son los rostros,
These are
son los
faces
rostros,
of people
son las personas
that
que
today
hoy de
people from
Guanajuato
Guanajuato
están
that are on the
arriba de la
platform.
plataforma.
You've
Que les
helped
has
them
ayudado
change
a
their
cambiar
life.
su vida. ¿Por qué?
Why? Because today
Porque hoy
their
su
product
producto
reaches
llega con
more
un
people
precio justo
and it reaches the
al
market.
mercado.
Today,
Hoy está llegando
it's
a
going to a
muchísimos
lot of
países.
different
Hoy se está
companies,
edificando su
countries.
trabajo. Si
If
se
you go
meten a
into
la página de
Novica
Novica
and
y
you look for
buscan
a
a un
specific
artista
artist that we
de los
have
que
from
tenemos
here
aquí
from
en Guanajuato,
Guanajuato,
incluso
and if they
menciona su
mention how
labor,
many
cuánta
people
gente
they
está
give
empleando.
employment
Y
to,
de verdad,
this is a
esta es
very,
una
very
gran
big
diferencia
difference
en la
of how we
manera de
commercialize
comercializar y
and the
sobre todo en
way
la
that
manera
we
de
can
edificar el trabajo
diversify the work that we do in Guanajuato, and that we're always seeking, that the same governor was talking today about, that they're talking about more than economic growth, because they're always selling, of course, it's always the economic development. And this behind the economic development, there's people, they have lives, people that they are receiving more money in their pockets, they position their brand, which is very important. And everything is possible thanks to minds and people with that big heart that are capable of giving and sharing and that are transforming lives. And that's why today I would really like to ask Armando from Tashi Company, that if he could come forward, please, because in name of all of these business, we have a special recognition for you. So if Armando could please come. He's not here yet.
No.
Everything's
Todo
okay.
es
Everything's
perfecto.
perfect.
Bueno, tal vez
Maybe
no
they're
están terminando de
finishing
empacar, ¿no? Ahorita
packaging up
viene
something, or
el
I don't know, but
reconocimiento, pero bueno,
we'll wait.
me
Also, I would
gustaría
also like to
también
take
para
advantage of
seguir
our time.
aprovechando el tiempo,
If
¿verdad? Si
production
mientras
could
me
help
ayudan ahí en
me
producción, por favor,
with
con
the
el
recognition or
reconocimiento.
the acknowledgement, I would
Hacerles
like
dos
to have
preguntas.
two
Dos
questions. One of
preguntas.
the
La
first
primera de
question
ellas
is,
es,
in which
¿de
way,
qué manera,
or
quien quiera
whoever wants to
contestarlo, si
answer it,
quieren
or all
contestar
three,
los
but
tres,
which way
podemos
can we
migrar
migrate
a
Guanajuato
Guanajuato de la
from the
manufactura a la
fabricating?
manufactura? ¿Qué
What
recomendaciones
recommendations
nos darían?
can you make?
No sé quién
Give
guste
us?
comenzar. Adelante, Sergio.
Gracias. Creo que la
I think
manufactura
that
está
some of
en el valor que le
the
damos
fabrication
a
is
las
in the
cosas.
value that we give things. Like your
Frase,
phrase, like the
la
conference that
conferencia
we
de la
had this
mañana,
morning, to be
ser
driven by
pasionero,
passion and love what you
amar
do,
lo que haces,
and work
trabajar
not for
no
the
por lo
economy,
económico, el
because that'll come
económico
out
llegará
by
solo.
itself. But I think
La
it's the way
forma
we
de
on to the
negocio.
slide 2, so we can
En los
answer.
últimos 20
The
años,
last
el
20 years,
software
software
se ha
has
comido
been
a la
a
mayoría de
very,
las
very big
industrias.
industries. It's
Cambiado la
changed the way
forma
of living,
de
of purchasing,
comprar,
of transforming.
transformar.
How can
Las
macro tendencies in
macrotendencias
the
en los
next 20
próximos 20
years
años
change the,
cambiarán los procesos
the productions
productivos,
processes,
los
the
hábitos de
consuming
consumo
processes,
y
and the
la
way
manera
of
de trabajar
working,
según
or the way we
su
work,
propia
according to your
perspectiva.
perspective? I don't know
No sé quién
who would
quisiera
like to share their
compartirnos su
answer.
respuesta.
Bueno.
I think that basically everything changes.
Todo cambia. Digo,
In
en Socioeconómica
Novica, we have a phrase
tenemos
that
una
says,
frase que dice,
we're a
somos una
company
empresa
that's growing and
creciente
changing.
y cambiante.
Everything is going faster than normal. I remember when we started, I would travel and I'd go with my suitcases and, okay, where are we? Where are we? Okay, now we're going to open a company here. So, great. And they'd bring out like a humongous laptop, and then you had the camera, which is also, everything was like big. And now, everything you have it on your phone. And this has grown in what, like 16 years or less than 16 years. Everything has changed, and the changes are very quick. The education changes, and it has to change quicker as well. There's values, and it's funny because a lot of people say, oh, well, you lost your values. And they say, well, no, they haven't really lost them, we've moved them. Because the values still exist. We have 36 private laws and nobody knows them. And one of them is the sexful law. We normally follow the more commercial laws, but I think everything is changing quickly. And Luis, really, what's coming is fantastic. The consciousness of the disruptive movements are every time quicker. Everything, this event is fantastic. This event wouldn't have been possible 5, 6 years ago. You couldn't have even imagined it. So I think that's what makes us be more conscious and to know that we can have fun. Because people are always confusing work with fun. And they say, oh, well, you can't have everything in life. But no, another belief is you can have everything in life. But you should just see it the best way possible. And all different ways of seeing things are fantastic. Everybody lives the reality that they want to. If you want to watch one type of news, then you're going to watch that type of news. So if you want to live in a world that's proactive and that's changing, then do what you have to do. You want to change the world, and then change by yourself,
Como es adentro es afuera. Otra
to
ley
follow
como esa.
another law.
Así, a mí la gente me dice, ¿en qué trabajas?
People ask me, what do you work? I don't work. I have a hobby that gives me money, but I haven't worked. I don't work. And then I say, well, what do you do? So really what's coming will be fantastic. All the technology is changing, anything that we can imagine, everything is changing. But also, the way we do business is also changing. And all the new generations will be taking gigantic steps, and they will be doing quantum leaps. And I think it's fantastic, what's coming. Like, I see an absolutely beautiful Mexico of people that are doing changes, making changes, and that are really adding. Dictate the questions to you.
Muchísimas gracias.
The conference was super good, the panel very inspiring. Here, I think, just to really, really be happy, I have to stop rooting for Cruz Azul. That's going to be my belief, my limiting belief, that's Cruz Azul. So for me to really be happy, I'll have to stop rooting for them. It says, from your experience, what is most valuable, obtaining money by work or to have time to be with your family? I don't know who this is for, but I imagine it's for you. Yes, definitely, I love, you can really have everything. A long time, I don't understand, we have a limiting belief. Because ever since I remember, they say, oh, you can't have everything in life. So they program us in a way that we hear that our whole life. But I think you can have everything. You can have fun. You can integrate your family. When we were in Thailand, or when I was working in Thailand, the first thing that they would say to me, that before they were asking me, how much are you going to make? And first they would ask me, is it fun? Before asking me how much, they would ask me, is it fun? He says, is working here fun? And I said, well, yeah, of course, it's super fun. So, okay, now how much are we going to make? But yes, you can have it all. You can have everything. And definitely do not change the time for money. Never give up time for money. Have fun. Do whatever is fun. And I mean, involve your family. I travel with all my family and all our people, and we always see a way of integrating ourselves, always. And then you can have it all. The next question says, how have you done it to liberate from mental barriers or emotional limitations or fears to be able to innovate and be entrepreneurs? It goes very hand in hand with what he already mentioned, is that when you work to make money, then let's say you're not going to be happy because you're just going to be working for money. There's not going to be anything, not because it's not possible. So I think that's more, for me, that's the answer. Effectively, I'd like to compliment on your answer. In my case, or at least the way I manage it, is I don't fight against anything. I don't have to beat somebody. I don't have to get over my fears. I mean, I'm in favor. When you see fear, if you feed your fear and you keep seeing it, it's going to be bigger and bigger. But if you ignore that fear and you follow your heart and you don't really stop thinking with your head or the craziness in your head, then everything starts to become chaos. Because a lot of times when you say something and you said, oh shoot, I shouldn't have said that. But you have to come from your heart. It's your feeling. If you feel and you can complement with what you're thinking and a positive feeling, and then you integrate everything, then there's no fear. The fear doesn't exist. Things that we're covering today. So just to close with the golden brooch, I would just like to ask Armando from the company, Tashi company, if he can, it's an acknowledgement and representing the 38 companies that are being benefited by
podamos ahí
Muy amable.
agradecer con ese
Right?
detalle.
Novica.
Fuerte aplauso como el que no.
Qué cosa. Qué
Beautiful.
hermosura.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Qué lindo. Muy
Muchísimas
amable.
gracias.
Muchísimas gracias.
Muchas gracias. y
Thank
que-
you very
y que
much, and I
sigamos
hope we
sumando
can keep
empresas. El
forming
próximo año
companies, and
no sean
hopefully we won't
38,
have 38, we'll have
138,
138. So,
¿no?
thank you very much.